subtle freshness. Nice and light. Enjoy 40 days of freshness your way. And my way feels great. Now available in over 50 cents. Try Febreze Car.
Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Grant Park 165 at the Chicago Street Course. Race, what are we on? Yeah, 19 of 36 for the NASCAR Cup Series in 2025. We have made it to the second half of the season. And kicking off and on July 4th weekend, also, NASCAR's only street race at Grant Park. I'm going to give you one more. Here we go. Shane Van Gisbergen will start on pole, looking to do the double. Not only will get a second win on the Cup race in Chicago, but also go back-to-back as he won the Xfinity race yesterday in a duel against Connor Zilisch. I'm excited. I hope the rain will stay away. A lot of the rain went to Silverstone, which saw Nico Hulkenberg get his first ever podium, which was awesome. So hopefully we can avoid that. Or at least if we can get to halfway, I'll be happy. Another thing to note, right now, the IndyCar race is going on at Mid-Ohio. What the? So at least a third of the race has gone by. Palou is leading the first part of it. Pit strategy will cause different cycles. Last I checked, Palou was ahead of Lundgaard by about half a second. He's one of only two drivers to have won a race this season, having won St. Pete, Thermal Club, Barber, Indy Road Course, Indy 500, and what was the other one? Road America. A massive 93-point lead over the rest of the field, almost enough for an entire race. Of course, after this race, they'll go to Iowa for two events. And then, oh, we're under caution. What happened?
Siegel and incredibly, Scott Dixon. Now, Dixon is attempting to do this race on two stops, which he might be able to do given that we are back under caution again, and that is exactly what he needed to make his strategy work. Marcus Armstrong and Felix Rosenquist sit 7th and 8th. Alexander Rossi is 9th, and Stingray Rob is 10th. Everybody has now stopped.
Where's
because
Kirkwood?
a number of drivers just jumped in to make an additional
Kirkwood
stop.
is outside the top 15. So is O'Ward.
A bit of a split now on what's going to happen, but listening to Dixon fuel save under yellow, it's incredible. We said he needed 4 laps per stint. He got 4 in the first. He's about to get 4 more here.
That's all he needs.
I think he's done.
That might be all he needs. He would need to stretch it to about lap
Caution was for Rasmussen.
But the other guy who sits in a really advantageous position right now is his teammate.
That's all right. I mean,
I'm talking about Alex Palou.
I'm also just waiting for NASCAR to come back. Once you get the command from Derek Evans, I think it is, I will do the starting lineup.
He also stopped by the Arby's RV, where a few lucky folks got to enjoy the Angus cheesesteak. You can try it too. Race to the Arby's app to find out how.
Really great stuff right there. Every time I come to Chicago, I can't help but think of the great Ferris Bueller. When he said, life moves
Ferris
on.
Bueller.
If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. We're not going to miss anything today. That is because Adam Alexander, Steve Letarte, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. hold it down. Adam, I'll let you handle the close from this point on.
I was really nervous when you started with Ferris Bueller and then you throw it up to the broadcast booth. So good to be with everybody on this Sunday afternoon. Here we are in Chicago, and this is my first trip to Chicago for the street race. The track is amazing. The energy, outstanding here, Dale.
Yeah, I was here for the first one, and I thought the energy was good then, but this just feels even bigger. Fans really love this track, and I think it's because it's had such great action over the last couple of years. Yeah, it's a big sports town, so when you bring an event to a town like this, it just amplifies everything.
Take a look at this track map.
Well, it's a very difficult track, right? Start-finish line is right here. See if I can do this without messing it up. To give you an idea, turn 1 left-hander, turn 2 will then send you down to Lakeshore, a little kick for turn 3, then 4, 5, Dale's been action-packed all week. Yeah, a lot of trouble in the braking zone, turn 4, then you get down this Columbus Drive out of turn 5, turn 6, there's a tire pack down there.
but yesterday during practice and qualifying, I feel like we had it everywhere here. So many issues for some elite drivers.
Yeah, it's really wild to see the drivers still challenged by this course as they continue to come here now their third year.
I didn't. Yeah, about a quarter of the cars are going to the back of the field to start the race, including all 4 Hendrick cars.
Difficult. Oh, by the way, no margin for error. I think we can't say that enough. And by the way, that was by themselves. That was just practice. Now we're going to line them all up together, pushing and shoving. It's going to be great.
Now you start handicapping the field, and immediately you go to the guy on the pole, won the Xfinity race yesterday, Shane Van Gisbergen, got the win here in his first ever Cup start 2 years ago. He's someone, no doubt, that starts this race in the favorite position.
Well, he has a chance of the perfect weekend. 2 poles, 2 wins. If he could pull it off today, that's something that very few have accomplished. It would be amazing. Don't be surprised, though, if Ty Gibbs has another great run today. And also Tyler Reddick and another Toyota's been strong on the road courses this year.
You know, we talk about momentum in racing, and the guy that's got it right now, the one that won last Saturday night in Atlanta, Chase Elliott, but he's coming from deep in the field today.
Yeah, trying to beat rush hour traffic on your way to your reservation. You got to work the city streets while getting in front of 39 of your competitors. He's going to have a lot going on.
He's one of many elite drivers coming from the back. Can't wait for it here in Chicago right now. We're going trackside for the command.
Here to give the command for NASCAR's 3rd annual Chicago Street Race, please welcome Chicago Bulls legend, 3-time NBA All-Star, the youngest ever NBA MVP, philanthropist, and Chicago legend,
Derek Rose. Okay.
Chicago, let's go! Drivers, start your engine!
Command is given. 40 cars ready to hit the track, and for the first time since Texas in the fall of 2018, we have had a DNQ in a race that was not the Daytona 500. That was that DNQ was Corey Heim driving the number 67 Robin Hood Toyota for 2311 Racing, beaten out by starting 40th, driving the number 11 the person who is who beat him is starting 33rd. Officially. Starting 40th, driving the number 11 Progressive Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 44 years old from Chesterfield, Virginia, Denny Hamlin. Starting 39th, driving the number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 29 years old from Dawsonville, Georgia, Chase Elliott. Starting 38th, driving the number 24 All-Pro Auto Reconditioning Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 27 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, William Byron. Starting 37th, driving the number 23 McDonald's Toyota for 2311 Racing. 31 years old from Mobile, Alabama, Bubba Wallace. I got mixed up in my head there, geez. Starting 36th, driving the number 10 Seabest Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 33 years old from Louisville, North Carolina, Ty Dillon. Starting 35th, driving the number 51 Arby's New Angus Cheesesteak Ford for Rick Ware Racing. 29 years old from Greensboro, North Carolina, Cody Ware. Starting 34th, driving the number 43 Advent Health Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 29 years old from Byron, Michigan, Eric Jones. Starting 33rd, driving the number 78 Elf Cosmetics Chevrolet for Live Fast Motorsports. 44 years old from Guildford, United Kingdom, Catherine Legg. That's the driver who raced her way in. Starting 32nd, driving the number 47 Rate Chevrolet for Hayek Motorsports. 37 years old from Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 31st, driving the number 66 Pure Kick Ford for Garage 66. 30 years old from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, Josh Bilicki. Starting 29th, driving the number 21 Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford for the Wood Brothers. 34 years old from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Josh Berry. Starting 29th, driving the number 7 Gamebridge Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 26 years old from Winnemac, Indiana, Justin Haley. Starting 28th, driving the number 27th, driving the number 2. Also, I skipped a couple. Sorry, Bilicki starting 30th. I never went over 31st. Starting 31st, driving the number 33, United Rental Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 31 years old from Winston, Georgia, Austin Hill. Then Bilicki is in, no. Hold on, no. Bilicki's 31st. I just said Austin Hill. He's starting 30th. 29th is Barry. 28th is Haley. Starting 27th, driving the number 2, Discount Tire Ford for Team Penske. 26 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Austin Cindric. Starting 26th, driving the number 38, Vermeer Midwest Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 26 years old from Huntington Beach, California, Zane Smith. Starting 25th, driving the number 42, Dollar Tree Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 28 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 24th, driving the number 4, Rasmussen Aaron Gas Energy Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 26 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Noah Gregson. Starting 23rd, driving the number 41, HaasTooling.com, Andy's Frozen Custard Ford for Haas Factory Team. 27 years old from Ladera Ranch, California, Cole Custer. Starting 22nd, driving the number 1, Busch Light Apple Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 32 years old from Alva, Florida, Ross Chastain. Starting 21st, driving the number 35, Lucy Toyota for 2311 Racing. 26 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Riley Herbst, the lowest rookie in the field. Why haven't we started? Oh, wait, no, they're going. Hi, Mom, but Smith. Starting 20th, driving the number 34, Grillo's Pickles Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 25 years old from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, Todd Gilliland. Starting 19th, driving the number 13, Mobile X Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 27 years old from Toowoomba, Australia, Will Brown. Starting 18th, driving the number 99, Jockey Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 33 years old from Monterrey, Mexico, Daniel Suarez. Starting 17th, driving the number 12, Menard's Dutch Boy Ford for Team Penske. 31 years old from High Point, North Carolina, Ryan Blaney. Starting 16th, driving the number 16, Celsius Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 43 years old from Los Gatos, California, AJ Allmendinger. Starting 15th, driving the number 6, Kroger Blue Buffalo Ford for Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. 41 years old from Rochester Hills, Michigan, Brad Kozlowski. Starting 14th, driving the number 5, Valvoline Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 32 years old from Elk Grove, California, Kyle Larson. Starting 13th, driving the number 20, Craftsman Racing for a Miracle Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 30 years old from Norman, Oklahoma, Christopher Bell. Starting 12th, driving the number 22, Shell Pennzoil Ford for Team Penske. 35 years old from Middletown, Connecticut, Joey Logano. Starting 11th, driving the number 48, Ally Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 32 years old from Tucson, Arizona, Alex Bowman, the defending winner. Starting 10th, not for the top 10, starting 10th, driving the number 3, Brestree Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 35 years old from Louisville, North Carolina, Austin Dillon. Oh, I got hung up so much. Starting 9th, driving the number 60, BuildSubmarines.com Ford for Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. 34 years old from Berlin, Connecticut, Ryan Preece. Starting 8th, driving the number 17, Bodyguard Ford for Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. 32 years old from Prosper, Texas, Chris Buescher, the highest starting of the 13 Fords. Starting 7th, driving the number... Hold on. I made a mistake somewhere. Priest is starting 7th. I made a mistake. Actually starting 9th is, so Priest is the highest starting Ford. Starting 9th, actually, driving the number 54, Monster Energy Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 22 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, Ty Gibbs. Okay. So, all right. Starting 6th, driving the number 8, Slurpee Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 40 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Busch. Starting 5th, driving the number 19, Bass Pro Shops Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 30 years old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe. Starting 4th, driving the number 45, Jordan Brand Toyota for 2311 Racing. 29 years old from Corning, California, Tyler Reddick, the highest starting of the 9 Toyotas. Starting 3rd, driving the number 77, Ziegler Auto Group Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 22 years old from Portage, Michigan, Carson Hocevar. Starting on the outside pole, driving the number 71, DePaul Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 40 years old from Glendale, Arizona, Michael McDowell. And on the pole, driving the number 88, WeatherTech Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing, with a pole time of 1 minute, 29.656 seconds, and an average speed of 88.338 miles per hour. 36 years old from Auckland, New Zealand, it's Shane Van Gisbergen. That is your starting lineup for today's Grant Park 165. No, I'm going to keep look on the IndyCar race. It's 3-second lead. Come on. So where are O'Ward and Kirkwood? They're second and Kirkwood's second. O'Ward is third in the point standings. O'Ward is 10th. Kirkwood is not even in the top 15. Ooh, Connor Daly and I don't even know what car that was. Santino Ferrucci. So Santino Ferrucci was penalized for running Daly off the track.
Save when you bundle motorcycle, home, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com. And by Napa Auto Parts. Qualifying happened here yesterday. We get now the RV starting grid. Front row, 2 elite drivers when you talk about racing on the road. We've discussed Shane Van Gisbergen and all he's done here in Chicago alongside Michael McDowell. 2 top 10s and 2 starts here in the Windy City.
Let's check in with Shane, see what he's thinking. Shane and Dale Jr. to boot, guys. Yeah, I got you, mate. Great win yesterday. I know you weren't feeling well after the race. How are we doing today?
Yeah, I felt good. I cooked myself yesterday. Just a bit hot, but rehydrated and feeling good. Looking forward to today. My cars yesterday were really good, so thanks to you as well. But yeah, WeatherTech Chevy is great today. Thank you to Trackhouse Group. Car's awesome, but yeah, big challenges coming up. It's a tough race, and going to be a lot of strategy, weather. See how we go.
Thanks for talking to us, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day.
He just says things different. I mean, I love those interviews with Shane Van Gisbergen. Back now to our RV starting grid. Talking about Michael McDowell, row 1, his teammate Carson Hocevar, row 2, a pair of runner-ups this year. He's there with Tyler Reddick. Chase Briscoe won at Pocono this season. He's in row 3. Chris Buescher in row 4. He won last fall at Watkins Glen. He's there with his teammate Ryan Freese, who had great speed earlier this year in Mexico City. Watch Ty Gibbs. We talk about him, 2 top 10s and 2 starts in Chicago. Next to Austin Dillon, a top 10 starting spot on a road course for the first time in 5 years.
Alex Bowman won this race last year, but he's got a little bit of work to do after some damage from qualifying. See Kyle Larson also going to the back of the field, back there in row 7. Damage in his car. Christopher Bell also on the road courses. Should see him work his way toward the front. Brad Keselowski, AJ Allmendinger in row 8. AJ, a favorite to go up there and mix it up today. And then Ryan Blaney, Daniel Suarez in row 9. We know Daniel been let go by Trackhouse at the end of the season. He'll be planning his future going forward. Will Brown running a race with us this weekend with Todd Gilliland in row 10. Riley Herbst in row 11, starting his first Cup Series, has a couple of Xfinity starts here. We'll start next to Ross Chastain. Cole Custer and Noah Gragson
Lights are off the pace car. We're going green next time by.
Justin Haley will be in row 14. Row 15, Josh Berry and Austin Hill finished fourth in the Xfinity race yesterday. Cup race today. Back in row 16, Josh Malicki and Ricky Stenhouse raced sixth here last year. And Catherine Lang did an awesome job making the race and qualifying with Eric Jones back in row 17. And Cody Ware in that Arby's Ford and Ty Dillon in row 18. In row 19, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, and also in row 20, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, four drivers trying to work their way forward after having to go to the rear qualifying.
You know, we want to put an exclamation point on all these drivers going to the rear, and we mentioned them there, but it's worth another pop because these are some significant names that we feel like at the end of the day are going to be right there in the hunt.
We've never seen anything like this, and this maybe speaks to the difficulty of the racetrack. SVG said it was probably the most difficult street course in the world, and you know, we saw a lot of challenges in practice and qualifying, and this is the result.
Let's hear from our pit reporters again. Danielle, you're up first.
Adam Michael McDowell has Chicago ties. His dad is from here, downtown streets of Chicago, and is attending the race to watch his son win. His crew chief.
Oh, so it is DePaul University. That's what I thought.
That is the goal, because points do nothing for us. With 8 races to go in the regular season, we're too far below the Cup. We want to find clean air and be in position if SVG makes a mistake out.
Danielle, William Byron ended practice yesterday calling himself an idiot. He cooked it into turn 10, wrecked his car. The team
I'll say, for whatever reason, Byron's his car reminds me of Jeff Gordon's 2002 Daytona 500 car. I think it's just the colors, but also the way that it curves around. It also reminds me of, I forget if it was Nadu's or Nemechek's scheme, but it was the UAW Delphi car that the 25 had in 2001, from 2001 to 2003. Let me look it up. Let me Nemechek Hendrick. Okay, it is definitely the Nadu style. It'll be 75 laps on in the streets of I screwed it up. We're green at Chicago. That's what I meant to say. McDowell with a good jump. He'll take the lead entering turn 1. 75 laps are on the 2.14 street course. We're green at Chicago. There we go. I fixed it. Ooh, contact there as McDowell trying to hold on to the lead. Hocevar stalking the 88. Oh, that's Reddick, actually, who's moved up to third. Excuse me. Barely, but they made it. SVG holding on to second. William Byron, what the hell happened? So yeah, I can barely hear anything. Here's Briscoe darting to the inside of Carson Hocevar. This broadcast sounds so muffled. It's ridiculous. Nemechek to the inside of... No, that's not Nemechek. It's a green car. Maybe it was Gillen to the inside of Blaney. I mean, they were definitely louder when I was here in person. Like, they gotten used to the track. After 3 years, they were figuring out new ways to make the passes, basically. But what I love here, I can see so many people propped up against the stands watching. Kyle Busch is up to third now. So he got by Tyler Reddick.
positions, unless, of course, you're Todd Gibbs, and right there you kind of shove your
Someone,
way through
Todd Gibbs trying to see if he can get a move on Keselowski. No, that's Priest. Damn, they keep switching their spots. Gonna try and maybe set him up here. A little bit of a nudge there as they go down the front stretch. But he's got Bell right behind him. Maybe if we were to pull out, you get a little draft there. He goes to the inside. But he's not, but he can't get the run. The 24 is, damn. What the hell happened? The car that was fastest in practice is puttering around. Oh my God. How is he going to get over the hill? Like, there's a bridge you have to go. No, there's a bridge you have to go over in order to get to the front stretch. How on earth is he going to make it puttering around at 40 miles an hour?
Specifically in this one, I think you just don't want to give it up before the playoffs start. I know he still has some races ahead, but that slack you talked about is real.
And a lot of tracks between now and the end of the
Sonoma, Dover, Indy.
things can go wrong and you can lose a lot of points in one.
At least he has his win, but goddamn.
We're riding on board with the BuildSubmarines.com in-car cannon, riding out looking at the bumper at Todd Gibbs. Look at the work that he's having to do through this technical part of the racetrack. How much movement there is in the steering.
Oh, the 77 is around? Holy crap, big parking lot! God, Keselowski, Hocevar, Austin Dillon, I think that's Todd Gill and Daniel Suarez, Will Brown, Riley Herbst. Oh my God. Good God.
Brad Keselowski is stopped, Suarez, Will Brown, Todd Gilliland, a part of that, Riley Herbst, and you see right in front of it the 77 of Carson Hocevar, qualified.
Oh my, he smacked the wall, unspun right. Damn. Damn. Jeez. And see all the fans trying to take pictures of that. This is entering. This is right before turn 11. Ah, bam.
We were talking about Austin Dillon and the job that he was doing inside the top 10 and one of the handful of drivers collected here. 77 radio Carson Hocevar.
God damn. Well, Hocevar finally gets it going. Well.
He's making a comment of coming through turns 9. He was trying to get too far right to be able to set up for turn 10.
Yep. Oh, you see, he clipped the wall coming off of 10, and that's why he slammed right into the outside wall, and then spun around. Austin Dillon runs into him, and then everyone's trying to get out of it. Keselowski tries to check up to not hit it, and Suarez just runs into him, and that causes part of the chain reaction that catches Will Brown, Todd Gilliland, and Riley Herbst. Damn.
Exactly.
Now we're going to red flag to get this untangled. Dale, you called it. That's 77.
I'm hearing red flag. Damn it.
We stay right on this shot just for a second. Bring your attention all the way up here. Look at this wall. It kind of has this big jut in it right there. That's the damage from the 77. So they're probably going to have to repair that barrier. Fudge. It starts because he hits the other side.
Really? Damn it.
Pitches him left. Yeah, at the apex of turn 11, just clipping that wall. And the uniqueness of racing at a street course is this is the only place where these drivers are going to probably run against barriers in the apexes of these corners, right? And I think we talked about this earlier today, guys, where we heard these drivers really tell us that they don't quite truly understand exactly how big these cars are, where the right side, where the left side is, and they actually get into the wall. Sometimes when they think
We made it 4 laps. Wonderful.
they're still learning really where the corners of this race car is, because it's so big compared to the Xfinity car we race or the generation previous to this.
AMR safety team was there. You saw it, and they are getting an early workout. Let's go to Danielle.
Adam, we heard the 3 radio just before that collision tell Carson Hocevar's team. The 3 said Carson is wiggling all over the place.
Are they going to add the red flag thing? Also, why isn't anyone moving? Well, there's Brad getting out of his car.
So far, they're saying there's a right rear toe link that is broken.
And there's going to be a ton of damage from several cars in this accident. We take another look at this replay.
Anyway, while there's a red flag, I'm going to put on the audio from the IndyCar race and comment on that.
For Herta's race, his teammate.
Actually, you know what? Let's pretend that the IndyCar race just started, or is about to start. Here is today's starting lineup for the Honda Indy 200 at Indy for Mid-Ohio. Starting 27th, driving the number 83 Chevrolet for Prema Racing. 25 years old from Tel Aviv, Israel, Robert Schwartzman. Starting 26th, driving the number 18 Ask ROI Honda for Dale Coyne Racing. 24 years old from Hoofddorp, Netherlands, Rinus VK. Of course, I forgot that Schwartzman, of course, is the lowest starting rookie in the field. Starting 25th, driving the number 51 Able Construction Honda for Dale Coyne Racing. 24 years old from Louisville, Kentucky, Jacob Abel, the second rookie in the field. Starting 24th, driving the number 90 Chevrolet for Prema Racing. 26 years old from Cambridge, United Kingdom, Callum Milot. Starting 23rd, driving the number 30 EvTech Performance Group Honda for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. 25 years old from Toronto, Canada, Devlin DeFrancesco. Starting 22nd, driving the number 12 Verizon Chevrolet for Team Penske. 44 years old from Toowoomba, Australia, Will Power. Starting 21st, driving the number 3 Odyssey Battery Chevrolet for Team Penske. 32 years old from Christchurch, New Zealand, Scott McLaughlin. Starting 20th, driving the number 15 Good Fifth Third Bank Honda for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. 36 years old from Columbus, Ohio, Graham Rahal. Starting 19th, driving the number 77 Goodhart Chevrolet for Juncos Hollinger Racing. 23 years old from Payette, Idaho, Stingray Robb. Starting 18th, driving the number 2 PPG Chevrolet for Team Penske. 34 years old from Nashville, Tennessee, Joseph Newgarden. Starting 17th, driving the number 14 Sexton Property Chevrolet for AJ Foyt Racing. 27 years old from Woodbury, Connecticut, Santino Ferrucci. Starting 16th, driving the number 60 Aussie's Boneyard Honda for Meyer Shank Racing. 33 years old from Varnamo, Sweden, Felix Rosenquist. Starting 15th, driving the number 5 Arrow Chevrolet for Arrow McLaren. 26 years old from Monterrey, Mexico, Pato O'Ward. Starting 14th, driving the number 4 Clarion Technology Chevrolet for AJ Foyt Racing. 23 years old from Chicago, Illinois, David Malukas. And starting 13th, driving the number 76 Chevrolet for Juncos Hollinger Racing. 33 years old from Noblesville, Indiana, Connor Daly. Now for the second round qualifiers. Starting 12th, driving the number 20 Java House Chevrolet for Ed Carpenter Racing. 33 years old from Nevada City, California, Alexander Rossi. Starting 11th, driving the number 28 Fox Sports Honda for Andretti Global. 34 years old from Kumla, Sweden, Marcus Eriksson. Starting 10th, driving the number 21 Splenda Chevrolet for Ed Carpenter Racing. 24 years old from Copenhagen, Denmark, Christian Rasmussen. Starting 9th, driving the number 9 PNC Bank Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. 44 years old from Auckland, New Zealand, Marcus Armstrong. Starting starting 9th, driving the number 9 PNC Bank Honda. This is Scott Dixon. Scott Dixon is starting 9th. I got 44 years old from Auckland, New Zealand, Scott Dixon. There we go. Starting 8th, driving the number 66 Spectrum Honda for Meyer Shank Racing. 24 years old from Christchurch, New Zealand, Marcus Armstrong. Starting 7th, driving the number 27 Honda for Andretti Global. 26 years old from Jupiter, Florida, Kyle Kirkwood. Now for the Firestone Fast 6. Starting 6th, driving the number 45 Drop Light Honda for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. 21 years old from Odium, United Kingdom, Louis Foster, the highest starting rookie. Starting 5th, driving the number 26, Gamebridge Honda for Andretti Global. 25 years old from Valencia, California, Colton Herta. Starting 4th, driving number 6, NTT Data Chevrolet for Arrow McLaren. 20 years old from Palo Alto, California, Nolan Siegel. Starting 3rd, driving the number 8, Journey Rewards Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. 20 years old from Grand Cayman and the Cayman Islands, Kiffin Simpson. Starting on the outside pole, driving the number 7, Velo Chevrolet for Arrow McLaren. 33 years old from Viola, Denmark, Christian Lundgaard. And on the pole, driving the number 10, OpenAI Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing, with a pole time of 1 minute, 5.0215 seconds and an average speed of 125.0171 miles per hour, or 201.2011 kilometers per hour. 28 years old from Barcelona, Spain, Alex Palou. The hose of our car fell off the tow truck. Come on. That's funny.
So just to update the rules, this car will go to the garage, and they do have this opportunity to repair it. There's not a limit on time. There is a limit on what you can change, though. Right? I'm not going to bore you with
pit lane as he was leaving his box, so we'll have to watch the gap with Alex Palou on the racetrack.
Nicholas Don, MVP on the 15th.
Oh, Ward's up to second, although I think he's on a different strategy.
His toes were getting run over by 1,800 pounds of IndyCar.
Just wait until the adrenaline wears off, and it has now worn off.
What did I miss? What happened with VK's stop?
Boy, what a soldier to stay after the job as Pato O'Ward comes in for his final stop.
Fresh set of softs for the number 5. Big wing adjustment. Oh, they got to go back up. A problem on the left rear. Not a quick stop for the 5 crew. Rare mistake out of that group.
Does he get out ahead of Kiffin Simpson?
I think Simpson's coming through turn 1 right now.
Ferrucci in for Hards, and there is Simpson. The move on Pato O'Ward. Tires up to temperature. Stingray Rob having a look as well, but O'Ward will hold that position. As around the outside, Callum Ilott takes a little look. Now to the right. No way through just yet.
Hopefully they can get back to green soon.
Defending from
Or back to yellow at
Ilott will
least.
have the inside line on the run into 4. And that's a position gain for the Prema driver.
Okay, so last set of stops almost complete here, but Alex Palou, we think, is still going to have to pit again. We'll be watching this gap right here. 21 seconds and growing. That's what Palou needs to do. He needs to put time on his teammate, Scott Dixon.
And the important thing for Palou is right now he has a full back straight of clear track in front of him. Nothing is holding him back as he tries to increase the gap to this guy right here, PNC Bank on board. Scott Dixon, he's in a little bit more of a mess because he's got 2 cars right behind him pushing him while he's trying to save fuel.
Both Palou and Dixon on the same tire, the harder black tire. Lundgaard and Herta will also have to pit, but it's teammate versus teammate with Chip Ganassi Racing.
Palou at the moment over a second faster a lap than his teammate Scott Dixon. Needs over 25 seconds if he wants to leave his final stop still in the lead. What magic has Barry Wanzer worked out today?
I'm going to double check the weather radar again.
With moderate to severe plaque psoriasis,
It's 2:43 p.m.
My active psoriatic arthritis joint symptoms held me back.
Don't let symptoms define you. Emerge as you with clear
Seeing
skin.
rain may form in the area
With
in
Tremfya,
3 minutes.
most people saw 100% clear skin that stayed clear,
I think we could be fine.
even at 5 years. Tremfya is
Otherwise.
proven to significantly reduce joint pain, stiffness, and swelling.
Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine.
Emerge as you with clear skin. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
Hey, Meta, what is this artwork?
Comedian by Mauricio Catalan, worth $6.2 million.
What? What? That's a $6.2 million banana. Are you kidding? We need to find you another banana. Banana. bananas, bananas.
Gentlemen,
What a place you have.
who eats art?
Think you're supposed to say, hey, Meta.
Like, hey, Meta, who eats art? And then Meta would say,
Chris Pratt.
Hey, Meta, call my lawyer.
welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
Let's go. Fox Wednesdays. Oh, my God.
All right, caution. Back to caution.
$50 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use the promo code SPEED when you sign up. Let's go to Danielle.
The 12 car of Ryan Blaney, Adam, right now is being scored 12.
Or I thought we were.
Jonathan Hassler relaying to Ryan Blaney that it looked like
There was a yellow flag waving. I thought that meant the yellow was getting put back up.
will not pit when it opens and will monitor during the next run. How about 2 spots behind him? John Hunter Nemechek, his crew chief Travis Mack told his driver this morning, just stay out of trouble. If you do that, we'll beat half the field.
And sticking to the plan, we talked about this, right? If you don't have damage, as much as you would love to come in and double check it, you just really can't give up spots. Yeah, there've been a lot of cars though that did flat spot tires and so forth, trying to stop for that wreck. And I want to talk to one of them actually.
Oh, yeah.
See if we can get a hold of
The
him.
track repair looks done.
Still Junior in the booth, you got us? I got you. Man, we saw you trying to drive up on that crash. It looked like you were just as surprised as everybody else to see all these cars stacked up right there. Tough place for spotters. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, last second kind of heard there was a big wreck. Started trying to check up. You're going pretty quick there, and ended up kind of a bad spot to slow down. It was pretty rough. So, yeah, I was glad we got checked up enough to miss it. I got kind of wedged in there, but I don't really think you got any damage. So, yeah, I don't know what happened, obviously, but sounds like they
Eric, oh yeah, I didn't realize Eric Jones might have been.
Think you need to come to pit road for any flat spots or anything like that?
I don't think so. We kind of got up to speed here on the back and up through third, and then a little bit before we felt okay. So, I think good to go.
Thanks for talking to us, buddy. Good luck. So cool. Yeah, pretty cool being able to talk to drivers. Firing the engine up, cycling fluids, and maybe even if you're late in the race, you might be rolling the car around trying to move the brake pads or the brake rotors around a little bit so they don't get hot and warped up.
Why aren't we going back to yellow? The vehicles were heading away. And it looks like they hauled off all the cars. Yellow! Come on!
Now here we are just a lap or so in and sitting under a red flag.
Let's hear Tyler Reddick audio.
Why?
They say that they don't think about it exactly. No, I don't know, Gavin. How'd you recognize? I mean, it's like the first info.
Oh, by the way. I love it. Let's go back to Marty.
Adam, further update on Chris Buescher, who sits in fifth. Here was a conversation between he and his crew chief, Scott Graves, moments ago.
It's not going to go away, so we're going to have to come in and look at it and see what we can figure out. If he gets the information to us, it at least helps us figure out which side to look at or start looking at first. So if I get you this information out of 11, do we pit right then? You can get it. I mean, here we pit.
So, Steve, here's the deal. They are telling him to get as much information as he can.
Go back to yellow. Come on.
You talked about, right, to get Scott as much information as he can. Then they'll bring him down pit road. You see all the Roush Yates folks back here, the engine folks, trying to get something ready to fix this for Chris Buescher. But obviously, this is a very precarious situation for the 17 team.
Oh, what the heck? There's a car that didn't get back to pit road. Why aren't they doing anything?
Engine issue could put them in peril for the rest of the day.
And you know, Marty, I have to ask, we talk about how difficult this place is with the wall.
I mean, Herbst was the last car to wreck.
Braking, gearboxes, even engines. I mean, Danny was a half a lap, so I've got to
sure, too. That's the problem, man. If your warranty expired when you unloaded. We only got 3 laps into this thing, and under the red flag for a crash coming off.
Oh my God.
Hopefully we're back at.
Hopefully, yeah, back to yellow. All right, we're finally back to yellow. Meanwhile, they're gonna go to commercial. So, all right, 21 laps to go. Palou is stretching his last stint out pretty well, I think.
Comparison, and you see
Trying to,
68,
that way he can pass Dixon.
Stingray Rob, 108.2, 0.2 of a second slower than what Dixon managed. So Dixon right now keeping it just on that bubble. He needs another 2-3 seconds to be comfortable, and I use that term lightly.
But let's not forget, there's 24 other cars racing right now. They can have contact. They can cause a full course caution, and it would be over for Palou. I don't know why he's risking it. I would come in right now.
Dixon starts the 71st lap. He's now down at 26 seconds in arrears from the race leader and his teammate Alex Palou. Is 26 enough? Would 27 be enough? At what point is it enough for Alex Palou?
Yes, somewhere in that range. It's hard to know exactly because, as Townsend says, the pit stop has to go perfectly. But, you know, up top in the number 9, you're riding on board with a guy that's won this race 6 times.
Wait, do Herta and Lundgaard? I thought they said Lundgaard against. No, I think it was O'Ward.
This lap, this tells me this could be the lap that he comes in. He
All
has
right.
76 seconds remaining. Dixon,
No.
62, so they're pretty close here.
Palou's going out another lap. 20 to go. 19 to
So
go.
let's talk to somebody that's dealt with this pressure before. Ricky Davis is the crew chief for the 10 team, and he's gone over the wall for 20,
Wait,
25
what about
years.
Barry
Not over the wall.
Wanzer?
But what's
Unless
this
crew
pressure
chief
like?
is
You
different
could win
from
the
team
race
strategist?
with this pit stop.
This is the pressure you want. I mean, you work on this every day that we do pit stop, right? And these guys they're ready. They're just stay poised, right? You know it's going to be a quick stop, so you just stay as comfortable as you can and do what you know to do.
How much does this pit location help you with the easy outs?
Oh, it's mega. It's so mega. It's the greatest pits we could have, really.
Chris Busser says his engine is backfiring a lot and feels more severe than an exhaust leak.
And that's the call for Alex Palou to come to the box. What an opportunity to talk to Ricky Davis before the last play of the game as Alexander Rossi muscling his way past Christian Lundgaard there.
Lundgaard
What I
pit.
loved about that is he said, this is what we want. This is what we look for. I love that mentality out of Ricky Davis in the 10 crew.
Pressure is a privilege. That's the attitude.
This is what they prepare for. We keep our eyes peeled for the race leader. And
all right, Palou
into
pits.
the box now. Kevin Lee will be waiting for him.
Terrence Swanson is waving his arm. He is directing him in. He's the outside front changer.
All right,
he would make any wing
Custer has an
adjustment that is
issue
needed.
with
he
his,
also would direct traffic, more critical
his
in a
car.
yellow flag stop with a lot of traffic. It is primary, hard compound to hard compound. No bobbles on the front or the rear. He's away. Now where's he going to come out in relation to Scott Dixon?
That's a perfect
Here
stop
comes
for
Dixon.
Dixon through the final
But
corner
it's
and
going to
down
be
the start
Palou.
stretch into one. He will have a pace advantage. His tires will be up to temperature. Palou, though, will have the track advantage. Palou then out ahead of his teammate Scott Dixon. But can Dixon make the warmer tires work?
It's about 2 seconds the gap. Palou on cold tires, so the gap will be closer to
1.8.
a second by the end of this lap. But boy, Palou's got to like the view from where he's sitting right now. Nobody in front of him, his teammate behind him, and he just has to hit his marks here.
Pit stop executed perfectly. This was always the play. This was always the plan, and Palou has executed it exactly as the team had hoped. He maintains his advantage over Scott Dixon. This will be the battle for the win between the Ganassi teammates.
Just like last week.
At Mother's, we're driven by the same passion.
All right. I have not been paying attention to the Mid-Ohio that much.
Support they've offered us this weekend as we make our third trip here.
First responders, we thank you for your service. Watching from on top of the fire trucks.
Cup Series today, Xfinity cars yesterday. Red flag lifted, 14 minutes, 42 seconds officially there. So we're back under caution and evaluating what everybody needs here. A thought to strategy and also talk about those cars.
Let's open pit road this time.
Will they pit, won't they pit? All those questions going to be answered. coming around turn 11 down.
Only driver who hasn't pit yet is Herta.
On the pit road. There were a lot of cars I saw locking up tires that'll need to come to pit road, just change tires, maybe evaluate a little bit of damage. Back out in the field.
I think the last time a driver won 7 of the first 10 races, it had to have been Foyt. He had the one really good.
Chris Buescher among those that will make a pit stop.
Okay, Foyt won 9 of 10 races in 1964. Larson having electrical issues.
That will be their best point to know where they can go from here. So it's really as much as anything. It's not running well, but they just don't have the information to even know where to start to get this fixed for the 17 team. But again, engine shut off for Chris Buescher, who gives up 5th to come down pit road.
ECU engine control unit. It's on the dash, kind of in the.
Although it was electric, E stand for electrical.
You see another guy on the outside. There's the other ECU getting ready to go in. It's held in with 2 quick disconnects with the electronics. And then it actually has kind of 4 posts it sits on, each with some guys use bolts, some guys use nuts on like a stud that it can sit down on. You know, the gentleman in the black fire suit, he's under the hood, maybe checking plug wires and some other things. The real work is happening inside the car. Car can't be running, as Marty pointed out, to make this change. The real key is plug the new one in. If that doesn't fix the issue, okay. But then you can take the one that you removed, plug it into your computers, kind of like taking your car to the dealership. You're not allowed to.
Herta pits.
The information on pit road, but you can take that ECU that you removed back, plug it in your computer, see what type of codes it has. It's kind of like, hey, it's not your 1972 pickup anymore. You're not going to work on it yourself. The computer's going to try to tell you what's wrong. This team just hopes it's something they can actually repair.
You got those drivers that were involved.
All right, restart. Oh, wow, that's quick.
So there's going to be a cycle of track position here for some of those that started in the rear as we do the choose.
Yeah, the choose is on the back straightaway before turn 6. Drivers all
much quicker caution, all things considered. With how many laps that they burned.
On the front row there, we have the 88 with the 71. McDowell's on the inside, as you'll see the choose. The control car is always going to pick that inside line, as we mentioned at the top of the show, because he'll get the launch first and bend around the shortest distance in turn 12 to hopefully getting that car length or more that he needs to clear second place and sort of start bending down into turn 1. SVG did not do the best of job of trying to clear himself. We'll see how McDowell can do with this lead now. It's an interesting combo. If you go early in the restart zone, I think you almost have to like gas up and then use the brake to make turn 12. The question is, if you go late enough, can you just roll the corner? I mean, I'm not exactly sure. It looked like SVG had to hit the brakes a little bit to make 12. Let's see what the 71 does this time. Might not be as easy as we saw yesterday in the Xfinity race with this engine next gen car. Independent rear suspension, more tire on the racetrack. Might be easier to anticipate.
All right, time for the first restart of the day. 6 laps complete at a 75. Time to start number 7. We're green again at Chicago. And they're already sprawling out to get a good position into turn number 1. It's McDowell, SVG, Busch, Reddick, then Briscoe and Priest side by side for 5th. Look, Gibbs getting a good run on the inside of Priest in at 4. Gets it. Oh my God. Oh, look at Bell to the inside of Priest. This is for 6th place or 7th place. Oh, unsuccessful. And the side-by-side, I think, Chastain and Blaney as they enter East Congress Plaza. Ooh, a bump to Cindric.
All the men are matched up in the round of 16 of the in-season challenge with Ty Gibbs has worked his way to the top 10 of the 16. And now the battle for the lead. McDowell has got it, but Van Gisbergen
SVG's caught back up to another driver who had a career in road courses. Did some champ car races, ran in some in Grand Am. He's won at Indy on the road course, the last race on the Indy road course.
Obviously not going to do it here. Into 4, draws up to the back bumper here into 5. Try to throttle up. Can't do it at 77 or 71. McDowell really getting out of the corners, getting the power down good. I think if you're trying to contend and keep SVG behind you, you absolutely have to focus on corner exits. Get up a little bit in entry. Be smart, keep the car locked down, roll in center corner, and then power down and make sure you just get out of the corner a little bit better than he does.
Oh, shit.
Try to keep that gap and where you don't have to defend in the braking zone of the next corner. Really rough right there, getting rougher through turn 9 and 10. Right there with that Max onboard camera.
There we go. Fix that. Add that. Move it over a bit. There we go. Wow, he started 37th, is up to 18th. Now, he was definitely helped by that crash. But that said, still a good recovery. Austin Cindric trying to get on his ass. Almost, I think Cindric might have wanted to try and take it too wide into 4. Wasn't able to get there. They go down Columbus. There's a lot less separation than I remember having from what I remember from last year.
in-season challenge, 23 Bubba Wallace facing off with a 48 of Alex Bowman, last year's winner here in Chicago. It's in your pylon.
So Bowman is 8th. No, he's 20th.
From last week's opening round to today's round of 16.
That will help Bubba get away from him. Maybe help him attack Kyle Larson. Bowman trying to make a move to the inside, and they cut away. Are you kidding me?
Talk about pestering the car in front of you, forcing them into a mistake. We could be seeing that at the front of the field right now. McDowell leading.
I think 2 in the 40 might have been side by side. Commercial. All right.
Toyota has 3 NASCAR Cup teams. 2311, owned by these two. The This guy actually races for his team. And they both share the track with a team owned by this guy. 3 teams, 4 legends, all going after 1 cup. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage or as a drying rack? Get better results than hand washing with your dishwasher and Cascade Complete. Your dishwasher does the work for you with temperatures up to 140 degrees. Too hot for hands. Some dishwashers even have a sanitizing cycle. Load pots, pans, and tableware at the bottom with plastic and glassware on top. Cascade Complete removes visible and invisible residue for virtually spot-free and shiny dishes. Switch to your dishwasher and Cascade Complete.
Like us, you might be suffering from moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. We are the undiagnosed. We've been told we snore at night and gasp for air. Daytime sleepiness is a myth, but we still have people who count on us. And we're more than just human beings. We are humans. Being. OSA is a chronic condition tied to...
All right, hold on. Let me check. All right, 7 to go at Mid-Ohio.
You're undiagnosed? That was us. Talk to your doctor about OSA. Let's keep being humans.
Want to know a secret? More than just my armpits stink. That's why I use Secret whole body deodorant.
Everywhere.
We're all human. It's okay to smell like one.
I smell very human right now, which is totally normal. Girl, preach.
But if it bothers you, 4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend whole body deodorant, which gives you 72-hour odor protection.
6 to go.
To your bits. So you can use it on your Secret whole body deodorant.
F1 is the #1 movie in the world.
We did it, man. Phenomenal.
Anything else?
F1 the movie. PG-13. Now playing only beaters.
SVG still sticking with McDowell. All right, 11 laps complete. Gonna finish 12. Start number 13. SVG's looking for a diver on the outside. Doesn't have the momentum though.
SVG said he's lacking just a little bit of lateral grip when compared to the 71. It feels like it's kind of rolling over on the front. Steve, we're coming to the end of stage number 1 right here. 8 to go in that stage. I talked to Stephen Doran, SVG's crew chief, this morning, and he said, listen, we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses. This is a place, now that we're in the playoffs, that we know we can get a playoff point if SVG can get to the front and possibly win a stage. So if they get the lead, Steve, a lot of teams will pit with maybe 2 or 3 to go in stage 1. I think the 88, if they can get the lead, would not pit. They would take that playoff point instead. What do you think about that thought?
Well, so to Marty's point, there's really 2 schools of thought. If you pit twice, you'll pit like 3 to go in stage 1, 3 to go in stage 2, not at all in the final stage. The option to only pit once there's about 5 laps to go in the second stage, which means you would finish this stage out, score those points. If you win, you get that playoff point, which is what they're debating for this 88, which, by the way, isn't leading. He's still behind the 71. I like stopping twice. I think you have fresher tires. The other negative about only stopping once is you're going to need 20 gallons of Sunoco fuel. You will
It's a long-ass pit stop.
I think you'll lose too much track time. But that decision is about lap 17, so 3 away. We'll see what they all do. I think not leading might change the plan for the 88. Right? The 71, I think he's going to, he still needs that win. He needs that win to make the playoffs. Oh, the 48's backwards in turn 12.
Oh! Contact with Cindric, rubbing against each other. Then what happened? You're not going to show us the car spun around, you stupid idiots? Thank you. This is 8. Oh, it's 7, excuse me.
That's the contact that we just saw earlier.
So, then we go to east to the plaza.
Previous replay. Look at these two.
Well, we're back to 26 now in the running order.
Here's a spin right here.
Oh, boy.
Looked like maybe Austin Hill got in the back of him. I'm not sure. I don't want to blame Austin for that one, but
Close. It was in proximity. Oh, there we go.
no, he just lost it.
Oh, Zittier has attention. You are absolutely
I'm
right.
glad you shot faked on that. You know what I mean?
Austin Hill, no, just kidding.
Didn't hit anything. Just managed to get loose back around. I'll do him again. Wait, what happened? Why is Dixon leading? Hold on.
Win for the first time this year. Sit on board looking back at Alex Palou. We've said throughout this season the one thing that no driver in this championship wants is to look in their rear view.
Palou whiffed the turn.
Alex Palou, normally it's in that yellow and red T8.
Ace Townsend.
I don't know if he's been off.
7, so that's the kind of pace we
problem
need.
for Palou. He's
he
gone
whiffed
slowly, and Scott Dixon has gone past him.
Does he have a mechanical problem? Did he
Apparently, he just had a really bad lap.
drop really seems to be back up to Pace Townsend.
I don't know if he's been off the track. I don't know if he...
Before, he bobbled once before, and we'll have to see if he put it off the racetrack again. Tricky section right here, and he gets a little loose and he gets wide. A mistake from Palou again.
Wow.
This time, it will cost him.
Two guys, that was a brilliant move from Scott Dixon.
And he tricked Palou into thinking there was clean air low, and then he closed it down. He shut it
It's a
down
battle
at
to the end.
exit,
This
and
one
that
might make my
be
top one of those IndyCar races. One of the Dixon wins is on there. Back in 2019 when he beat Rosenquist.
These two know each other so well as Palou now is
It might be his second straight runner-up finish. White flag is out. Last lap at Mid-Ohio.
Alex Palou has got to put it all on the line to take the win away and deny his teammate Scott Dixon. Look how close he is. Look how tight they're getting.
It's not over yet.
And here they come to the
Half a second.
What does Dixon do this time? He goes low and Palou goes high.
Running down the hill one more time. Dixon on the button. Palou on the button. Probably one really good opportunity for a pass remains. And it's on the run down into this corner. There is no way through for Alex Palou unless Dixon now makes a mistake. But he is too wily. He is too experienced. Right from the start of this race, Dixon said, we're going to two-stop it. We're going to throw the Hail Mary. We're going to make the impossible possible. We're going to make the strategy work.
Come on.
Palou has made an uncharacteristic mistake and
He has the most wins here. He's got 6 wins. Gonna be number 7 at the track. 59 of his career. Scott Dixon wins at Mid-Ohio. Woo!
Dixon, what a brilliant win.
Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh! He's 8 away from tying Voigt. Oh! Oh my God! Palou second, Lundgaard third. We finally have a third winner. All right, Blaney making a pit stop. This will shake up the running order. All right, Larson on pit road, Josh Berry on pit road. Holy crap. What car is it? That's Suarez. McDowell's been able to pull away from SVG. Makes me think he burnt his stuff up. Gibbs on pit road, so is Bell. And Allmendinger. And Logano. So they're going, these are the 2-stop versus the 1-stop strat.
Christopher Bell made his way up through the field, gaining some spots. He said his rear grip was infinitely better today than it was yesterday. Also a lot cooler today as well. So these guys here pitting early in stage 1. 3 to go here in the stage. The Gibbs teammates leaving pit road now. When they came down,
A lot more cars. Elliott, Bubba, Hamlin, Jones, Bowman. All right. So I presumably Michael McDowell and SVG are the only cars left that would have a chance to pit before pit road closes. Bell penalty. Stays out. SVG goes in. But it might set him up for the rest of the race. Unless, you know, McDowell might be going for the 1-stop.
So much of strategy is reactionary. I know you talk about having a plan, but sometimes getting off kilter with those around you is the way to go. 88 is in for their stop, Marty.
Adam, I think Steve laid it out perfectly earlier. Had they been in the lead, Steven Doran would have said, hey, we'll take that playoff point, but they could never get to McDowell because SVG at one point said, he has so much more lateral grip than I do off the corner. I just cannot get to him. So 4 fresh Goodyear tires here. We'll see and we'll see how that pays off in stage 2.
I go back to that speeding penalty for Bell. Those are the kinds of things you can't afford because it just traps you deeper than you would already be. Now we check in on the 71. Here's team radio Michael McDowell.
Why is the audio of the race so bad on TNT? One to go. It's not super long relative to even other road courses.
Not as many options when it comes to racing here in Chicago just because of the length of the race and the ability, as we talk about, to do it on 1 stop.
You know, we talked strategy on that. I wonder, though, if I'm overlooking what McDowell just did. SVG's dominated all weekend long. Everything has been SVG. And he just passed him on the start and just wouldn't let him by and just outperformed him for a whole stint. Like, this is the first little bit of weakness we have seen out of SVG.
All right, coming to the green and checkered flag, way ahead of everyone else, Michael McDowell wins stage 1. Second is Kyle Busch. Third is Tyler Reddick. Fourth, Chase Briscoe. Fifth is Ryan Preece. Sixth, Ross Chastain. Seventh is John Hunter Nemechek. Eighth, Zane Smith. Ninth, Austin Hill. And 10th is Noah Gragson. Crazy Train! Wait, no, it's Freebird. Well, wait, I mixed up Crazy Train and Freebird. That's embarrassing. Might just watch this back just to listen to me. I mean, who knows how this race is going to end. I hope McDowell wins. I like chaos. That and McDowell has had the this points wise. This is by far the best season of his career. So I would love for McDowell to get a win along with that. And wait until we get back and see who pits under the strategy, because we'll see who was just waiting, and we'll also get to see who will Larson's having coal suit failure. I know that's never good.
Tyler Reddick sitting in third. He'll be one of those that stays out. See, they will not come down pit road. So I think it's everything that you just talked about. They are a little concerned about tire wear. Billy Scott asked him, do you think the tires could make it another stint? He said the fronts are going away, but I think we would be fine. The other factor in all this, Steve, is that they are looking at the radar. There is rain, not too
a bit of rain, I think. There's not a lot, I think, that will hit the track, though, from what I could tell. Doing, I guess, a bit of track cleanup, but I'm in between 7 and 8. All right, see some cars pitting.
I like though, and you guys talk about the battle here, and the two guys we've been focused on, Michael McDowell, Shane Van
We're not even looking at focusing on the pit stops, which is a choice.
and Van Gisbergen, and the room that he has to play in here. The big question, as you said, Steve, when you make that pit stop, how long do you have to sit for fuel, Marty?
Yes, this is the same Christopher Bell who pitted early and flipped the stage in stage one, but coming back down here because remember they got that
Penalty.
that you mentioned, Adam. They're going to do a couple things here, put some new Goodyear tires on. Also, see they had some tape over some brake ducts in the front. They're going to remove that tape for Christopher Bell as well. But when you get a speeding penalty, sometimes as a crew chief, Steve, it forces your hand.
You better open those brake ducts up. Christopher Bell's going to be busy back here in traffic.
All right.
As we get ready for stage two, Michael McDowell leads.
This is where I think we're really going to start getting interesting. Some are staying out looking for the one stop, some pit, and a couple of others will just have tires that are a few laps older than the rest. Given that some pit right before the stage ends, some pit 3 laps after it. It's about maybe as much as a 7-lap tire difference.
Our nation is standing up for American workers, restoring the pride of making products here at home. That's what we do every day. We're America's beverage companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns, delivering brands that have been enjoyed for generations, creating good-paying jobs, the kind that require only a strong work ethic, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great. At Napa, we're the pros that know how to make your business our business. Pros everywhere you need us, with every part you need, from brake pads to stock your shop in Orange County, California, to oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
No how.
Toyota has 3 NASCAR Cup teams. 2311 owned by these two, but this guy actually races for his team. And they both share the track with the team owned by this guy. 3 teams, 4 legends, all going after one cup. Now you're up to speed. You in? I'll show you the ropes. Show you the ropes. Boom, baby. I'll show you the ropes.
eBay has all the tires you need at prices you love. eBay, things people love.
So we're back.
NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Breasttree. Visit us at breasttree.com. Chewy, for life with pets. There's Chewy with everything. And by Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at progressive.com. Great sights around the city of Chicago as we get set for stage number 2. And now our NASCAR in-season challenge update presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's welcome in Larry McReynolds, Jeff Burton, and the All Broadcast. What are you guys watching here as we get ready for stage 2?
I like how the table's an engine.
Well, Adam, I'm watching Chase Elliott and John Hunter Nemechek. John Hunter Nemechek qualified 25th, Elliott out back. John Hunter Nemechek inside the top 10. Chase Elliott is not, but I think we got 2 different strategies. The 42 on a 1-stop, Chase Elliott and 9 on a 2-stop strategy.
Ty Gibbs, A.J. Allmendinger, 2 guys that are very good road racers. I think guys you can consider a little outside, but favorites going into this race. They're on the same strategy. They've been running together all day long. They're both fierce competitors. That battle's just started. That's going to rage on.
I'm just glad that we had this update this week with these two, and it wasn't all doom and gloom about the bracket that was busted. I mean, last week, it was major disappointment for the guys on the Allcast. This week, just give a little thought on strategy drivers to watch. I feel much better about their situation this week.
Just a couple bad shots, nothing really to highlight.
Well, last week they were angry.
They were.
Because they knew they had lost.
Look at this. Look at this. With Brad officially
Ty Dillon goes to round. So he's got to fight Bowman. Not again, no fight. He's got to run against Bowman or Bubba Wallace. Reddick has beaten Hocevar, and everything else is up in the air. God damn it. Well, I don't know if we're racing on the... We might be racing on the week of the election day. With New Jersey governor, Virginia governor, as well as New Jersey and Virginia lower houses.
They've been checking boxes over there this year. Got their first pole, now a stage victory. Good stuff for Spire.
Dale pointed it out. They're racing one car. They know their pit stop will be longer. They need to get out in clean air and stretch that gap, because that 88 with SVG is going to show you that he not only is fast, but he knows how to make passes. Fifth row inside that white car. This is on board. John Hunter, give me check in front. It's going to be fun to watch there.
Absolutely. Fade into the stage just a little bit. Going to get the green flag with 22 or 21 laps to go in the stage.
Top 8 have not pit.
Talking about McDowell, how hungry is Kyle Busch restarting on the front row, playing the same strategy, trying to end that long winless streak. Ready for stage 2 and Grant Park 165.
Here we go. Racing again in Chicago. Green, green, green. All right, 3 wide for third. Priest has to back out. It's Reddick and Briscoe going for that position. Who's going to emerge victorious there? It's Reddick. SVU was trying to pull out and make a move. Now he's looking at the inside of Logano. Was trying to make the move on Ty Gibbs. Could not make that. He's lost a few spots. He's back to 12th. Priest up to 4th. Top 4 have not won a race this season. Gives to the inside of Nemechek for 8th or 9th. Here comes SVG trying to make the run to the inside of Nemechek as well. Gibbs got passed. So does SVG.
What happened there, though, is Gibbs is now in front of him on the fresh tires. He's leading what I'll call strategy A. Leading strategy A is Ty Gibbs.
The race within the race. And you've said it so many times, Steve, just be the best on your strategy. That's what you want to do.
And one of the strategies is going to be right, but you don't want to be, you've got to at least be leading that. I don't think he's going to hold it for long, though.
Here comes SVG to the inside. Oh, bubbles around. Wow, almost backed up into his team owner. Damn, all that position ruined. Did SVG did get by Ty Gibbs. Now he's on the back of Austin, Xfinity Series driver Austin Hill. Just drives it right to the inside and snipes it. Oh. Although this incident happened the way they panned away. Larson? Whoa, baby! Whoa! And Cindric also ran to the back of Jones.
Yeah, there's going to be a disagreement between Bubba and Larson on what exactly happened there. They're both going to agree there was contact, but I don't think the blame is going to be as clear.
At least it didn't hit anything.
In-season challenge implications. Bubba drops to the back. Bowman, who he's competing against today, is 21st.
Yeah, that flipped right away and just one little lap of that instant. Back up toward the front in the top 10, 8th place right now. 88. Pounding AJ Allmendinger right here in the 16th car for 7th. Right ahead of him, Ross Chastain in the 1.
Oh no, he did not get by Allmendinger. Allmendinger is his next target, but Allmendinger will not be a good and easy pass. Well, I take that back. He just took it. He just closed to the back of Ross really quickly. I know he's just going to pull to the inside. Yeah, his party got ready to go to the inside. How does he do that? Reddick by Busch for second. Top four still have not won a race this season. But oh, and Dinger just passed Ross. Paul's running the wheels to the inside of Briscoe. Can't do it in 11, but might get it in 12. He runs offset the center, and Briscoe will cover him now in the 12. But this front stretch is now one of the peak passing zones. No, he's gonna go in for one. It's like watching Dale Earnhardt at Talladega. Next up is Priest. Oh, why do they call him? He's kind of a Rapaza. Looks like Logano just got up to 10th place. He's peeking. Oh, he got SVG to the inside. Allmendinger also got by Briscoe. So keep an eye out on the Dinger. That is uncanny. Dinger trying to get to the inside of Priest. He'll make the move. Started second. And it's holding on well. Oh. Josh Berry around. I'm watching the Max does not have side by side, which is annoying. All right, caution for Josh Berry. Wait, what happened to Reddick? He's in 10th. He's in. Oh, Reddick must have pit for strategy, and he might have timed it perfectly.
Back in Chicago, Tyler Reddick gets to pit road just as the caution comes out for Josh Berry, who spun on the racetrack. This is going to be a massive advantage for Tyler Reddick. You also see Chase Briscoe leaving pit road as well. The same exact strategy James Small used at Pocono to get Briscoe that win. They pitted thinking a caution might come out because the 21 was spun on the racetrack, Adam, and guess what? It did come out, and now they could be done pitting for the rest of the day.
Damn, they're gonna go 45 laps? Oh, yeah, that's big. That's definite front hood damage. The 21. Jones. Back end hits. Oh! Double whammy. Oh.
Because to your point, NASCAR, and I don't love that it took this long for the yellow to come out. I thought there was more opportunity to throw this yellow. What I will agree with is they let the whole field come by pit road entry. They didn't split it. Everyone had the chance to come to pit road if you thought that was the right strategy. So few of the cars did. That tells me we're too far out. But I agree with you, Dale. Long time for yellow to come out. We'll see if this few miles gamble pays off for the 45 and the 19. Third caution of the day for Josh Berry. We're back in a moment. It's NASCAR on TNT.
There's a place no map can show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet.
Where is Legg running? She was Catherine Legg currently running. Okay, let me check. 23rd. Apparently the weather has been breaking up as it keeps getting closer to Chicago, which is wonderful. Nemechek now reporting issues with his cool suit. Kyle Larson had it reported a little earlier.
Michael McDowell leading under caution at Chicago. Here's 71 team radio.
I figured we'd get pitted there, right? We're not close enough to the window to make it. Obviously, these guys are probably going to talk. I've been thinking about it, but we need a few more laps.
So let's see if they change jump strategy. They do. So that was the radio before this pit road opened. What he was talking about are the guys that came before the caution. 71 chooses to pit now. Let's see, Danielle.
Steve, they just came on the radio. Michael McDowell just said the throttle is stuck. The throttle is stuck. They're going to take a look at it. Stuck at 75%.
Still fine, go get in that bucket.
Something looks weird. I thought he was cleaning up his rear tires, but coming up over the hill, he does a burnout. It's just not crazy. But then he's like up next to the pace car. I'm like, man, it just kind of failed the eye test. Take a look at this, Dale. See what you think. He should. I mean, look at that.
Oh.
There's smoke. He's over there to the left.
Good God.
Yeah, that is pretty weird. So the throttle, he's saying, is getting stuck.
Stop. Oh, dear. Wow!
Right there trying to stop the car.
Damn.
Yeah, that was wild.
Custer to the garage.
So now what I was going to say is I actually loved the second
McDowell.
on this strategy.
Damn it. So,
The whole one-stop thing just went away with some yellows. These things happen. But now I think it's mechanical. It looks like they believe that they have fixed whatever the issue was, but I'll probably hear it now.
did they fix it?
Listen, man, like there are 90-degree corners everywhere we go with very little runoff. As a race car driver, how do you feel about this? That's my point, is that as a driver, even though maybe they got this issue fixed, will it come back? Where will it come back? Could it come back? I'll be honest, I mean, I'm terrified as a driver, right? To be thinking that I could, have this problem reoccur and continue.
I'm disappointed for Spire as an organization because you put two cars in the top 5, you lead all these laps, you win stage for the first time, Hocevar involved in the crash, and now all the things that are going on with McDowell.
I know you say that, but if this issue's fixed, I don't hate where they are full fuel right here with 43 to go. Danielle, what's the update on the 71?
Talking about fuel, he said we are full beyond max save. Michael McDowell just came on the radio and said, I hope I don't blow up here. And they said, we think we have your throttle issue fixed. You should be good.
So, look, it's not ideal. If you have an issue, you got to go to plan B. Go to plan, your flight's canceled. What do? You got to find another way. So that's what they've done right here. They've done a really nice job of working on this mechanical issue. I'm with you, Dale. I feel I have empathy for Michael, who's going to be asked to do here at a very dangerous race course. But there are some options with 43 to go, where the fuel and the cautions, potentially some rain. You don't want to turn away at this point. There's a lot going on. It's going to get chaotic. Listen in. So it's shut off and toasted, so he probably shut the engine off. It was over around 4150.
I'm going to try to start it, but we might need to pump it in here. Got a 4 tire to fuel. You let me know what you got, and we're ready to go over under the hood, guys.
Talk about saving fuel. You got these caution laps. We're going to get the stage break here in 13 laps. You get another caution there. You can save some more fuel. Just looking ahead at their opportunities in that regard. Go inside the race with Max, home of the NASCAR driver cam presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. And Straight Talk Wireless. Access every in-car camera with real-time driver data, multi-view options, and full-time team audio. Watch NASCAR driver cam all season long only on Max. I like this restart. Alpha run.
Now it's Allmendinger and SVG up front. 3 cars you have yet not pit yet. Busch, Priester, Chastain. Here we go. We're green again.
The 71, they may still have a throttle issue. We'll stay on top of that if they need to come back to pit road. Green flag is out. Shane Van Gisbergen clear up into the lead.
Okay. Priest by Bush. Priest will hold on. Bush and Chastain going for fourth. 71 back on pit road. The issue is not fixed. And, damn. Gibbs to the inside of Bush. Hill got to fourth. And Chastain to the inside. Looks like Hill clear for fifth. Here comes Ryan Blaney as well. Blaney rubbing against the 8, trying to get by. He's still not clear, but he'll get him in this corner, I think. And he's got Logano, his teammate, behind him. And Bush goes around! Oh! Oh! Cindric almost gets turned as well. Wow! Okay, he's driving into the part of the turn where nobody will go. And this will get around. Good proactive decision making by Kyle Busch. Wait, what are you doing? There he goes. That made me think of that the traffic jam from 2 years ago. And then the cutoff. There we go. Bubba's trying to get by Riley Herbst. Let me see. That is for 23rd. Dinger is sticking with SVG. SVG hasn't been able to get farther away from 0.6 of a second. And now the 71 getting pushed to the garage. The driver who led the first 30 or so laps is out. Damn. Gibbs by Priest for third. By the way, we are official after the next lap.
Our nation is standing up for American workers, restoring the pride of making products here at home. That's what we do every day. We're America's beverage companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns, delivering brands that have been enjoyed for generations, creating good paying jobs.
31 laps.
While only strong work ethic, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great. At NAPA, we're the pros that know how to make your business our business. Pros everywhere you meet us, with every part you need, from brake pads to stock your shop in Orange County, California, to oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
Ross also pit, I think, under the last caution. Only 3 cars haven't.
This guy went from dirt track to cup cars. This new kid is all gas, no brakes. And him, he's 3-time Daytona winner, no big deal. That's just a taste of what team advantage. Now you're up to speed. Yeah?
75 years, one reputation, too tough to tame. The Lady in Black doesn't care who you are. Ricky is that playoff favorite, the long shot. You either earn your stripes, or you see your numbers slashed off the list. 75 years of scraped walls, battle scars, the history made the hard way. This Labor Day weekend, be there to write the next chapter of the Cookout Southern 500. Get your tickets now at DarlingtonRaceway.com. Listen here. This ain't no house party. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to swing till y'all stink? Oh, we ain't Taylor for party. You did? Come in.
I want you ladies in there.
Oh, leg. Okay. She's just waiting, or? Come on. Oh, there she goes. All right. Yep, spun around on her own. did hit the tire barrier.
Man, that car is tough because she had the issue in practice yesterday. We didn't know what that was going to mean for qualifying. She's able to get it into the field. Man, a huge hit there.
I know we covered it yesterday, but just one more time, the job.
40 laps complete. He's SVG ahead of Allmendinger by 2 seconds. Bowman's up to 8th place. Didn't see that one coming. Holy 30! There are 9 cars that are off the track. My God.
I'm shocked more aren't pitting, to be honest. I thought we would have seen a bigger wave of cars come to pit road. This tells me that maybe they think tires are more important than we think. Yeah. You know, maybe they want to finish the race on 35-lap tires if you can burn 5 laps here. You know, the further out the lead that he gets, the less pressure from behind, the faster he can run.
I like how, from turn 6, you can see the cars. I see a car on pit road. I think that's Logano. It's not Logano. Never mind. It's a yellow car, though. Busch penalty. Oh, Jones having a snafu. 4 to go. Larson to pit road. And a lot of heat because of the lack of cool suit functionality. One's wrecked out. No, one had a mechanical failure, but the Larson was running top 10, I think, or so. Bowman's 8th, Elliott's 14th. And SVG pits. That's early, I think. Why would you... Well, I guess he's trying to undercut. Gibbs as well. I think Blaney will take the lead. Logano pits. Let's see. Briscoe stays out. We got Reddick staying out. Bowman staying out. I think Cindric just pit. Gregson. Haley also pit. Ty Dillon. Riley Herbst. Dinger pits. All right. So everyone, so several, I think 9 other cars are staying out and will pit after the stage, after the caution. So that'll be interesting. Ah, of course he's fucked it up. Where does he come out? He's not the lead. There we go. 14th. Oh, yeah. Did he get back out? Just overcooked it going in. It went wide in the turn. And also looks like Denny Hamlin managed to get by Chase Elliott. Okay, I'm having this. The bar broadcast is starting to stutter again, just like Atlanta. That's annoying. I mean, Blaney's been irrelevant since his win at, besides, I mean, he got third at Pocono, but after his win at Nashville, he's basically been, Penske's basically been nowhere. And that goes for any type of race. All right, Blaney wins stage 2. Briscoe second. Reddick third. 4th place is Bowman. 5th is Bubba Wallace. 6th, Denny Hamlin. 7th, Chase Elliott. 8th, John Hunter Nemechek. 9th is Eric Jones. 10th is Christopher Bell. All right. And now you get the final pit stops will happen at the stage break, and then we'll let the race play out. wait again. I know that actor.
It's like my style meets your wild. It really is, David. I've got so many plans for this place.
I remember he was Fix-It Felix Jr. from Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know his name though.
Visit us at breasttree.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Burger King. At BK, have it your way.
Stop sputtering.
Pit road was closed last time. Eric Jones came down. He had hit the wall, so he had a little bit of repair. Blaney on pit road. Let's see who else comes. Danielle, Ryan Blaney, stage winner.
Yeah, changed his plan when they realized they were in position to win that second stage, Steve. Blaney says, I need more rear grip. You see the 12 pit crew going to work. 4 tires and 2 cans of fuel. Marty?
After contact with the wall yesterday in practice, it's been a rough go of it for Chase Elliott and Alan Gustafson today. They have worked their way from the back, and they got some stage points here in stage 2. Got 3 stage points out of that, but there is damage to the front end of the 9 car. Actually, fairly decent damage, so they're going to take as much time as they can here to repair that damage on the front end of the 9 car. But again, Alan Gustafson making that call.
Okay, is that same thing happened last time? It annoys the hell out of me. I'm just gonna go to DD12. I mean, why does it keep doing that?
You're trying to repair some of that damage.
Oh, come on!
In the front. I think that happened real early in the race. A big checkup in turn 11.
Using a little nap know-how. Trying to put it all back together here.
A lot of mechanical problems
in this situation.
Yeah.
Let's go to the NASCAR Nation crew. Here's Shannon.
Hey, thanks so much, Adam. You really got to hate it for Michael McDowell. Led 31 laps out front for that many laps. Of course, they are now working on that race car 15 laps down, but this is really going to open things up for some of the other guys, right? Shane Van Gisbergen, we know that when this race starts in stage 3, he's going to have to show us what he's really got because he's going to have some traffic to deal with.
Yeah, and it's been a pretty calm race. I think so far we always had that huge wreck with Hocevar early on. But I would tell you that from this point on, it's gonna be all take and no give. I think we're also gonna see what Shane actually has. McDowell was super fast. I think SVG was pretty content riding there for a little bit, but we're gonna find out right now what the 88 has.
I think what's really stuck out to me, one, that tires matter. We really haven't
way more than we thought.
Way more than we probably thought. We haven't really had a dry race here to know that was a factor, and I think that's changed some of the strategy. I think that will play out here as we go along. I think Eric Jones got incredibly lucky. I'm not sure how he's still running around after hitting the wall down there in 10 on the right side and the left side and still got away with it. That was impressive. And I got to give a shout out. Mamba calls him Tyrone Dillon, not just Ty. Moving on here in the bracket challenge. Who saw that one coming? Unbelievable run by him. That's amazing.
The other thing that's we don't know yet is that rain is on the way, and if that gets here before the end, that's going to change the whole complexion of this race.
I know you picked AJ Allmendinger to win this race. I mean, who are the other guys? And obviously we have to wait to see who's in the top 5, who's in the top 10, who can even try to make a move in the closing laps of this race.
He's going to say AJ because that's who
he's just going to say.
I like AJ's chances, guys.
Yeah, you like AJ? Oh, anyone else there, Jamie Mack? Let's put you on the spot a little bit.
No, I'm going to stick with who I picked at the beginning.
You're going to pick Sam. Anyone can contend with Shane Van Gisbergen then? Besides Shane Van Gisbergen?
It'd be interesting to see if Reddick can make it on fuel. It's going to have a lot of caution laps here, but Reddick's really good at road racing, and we saw how well he did here last year.
All right, Adam, take it away.
All right, ready for the restart final stage, Shannon. Chase Briscoe up front.
There we go again. Green, green, green.
Playing the strategy game. It's some question marks on fuel and all that.
The final stage. 37 laps, 27 laps to go.
Bubba Wallace in the third, around the 48 of Alex Bowman.
Bowman's in fourth, and he get by Hamlin. He does. A little bit of luck up behind him by Nemechek, and SVG's behind both of them. They make it through turn 1 okay.
Coming down Lakeshore Drive, the 19, the 45, a lot of Toyotas up front
Ooh,
here.
Hamlin reclears Bowman. SVG up to 6. Allmendinger's got some work to do to catch up to SVG.
More contact, more tippers,
He's 4 spots behind, or 3 spots behind.
in this final stage. Intensity ramping up. Firing down Columbus Drive into turn 6. Cody Ware trying to outbrake into the outside of turn 6 here.
Nope. Herbst gets him. So does Busch. Dinger bouncing off of Nemechek. Get to 8th. SVG got by Bowman as well. So the delta is still 3. Oh, Dinger did not get by Nemechek. Oh, wait. I thought SVG got by Bowman. I guess I might have been wrong. No, I wasn't wrong. Leaders.
Anything extra, we're going to see it. Shane's going to go around this racetrack. We're going to ride on board.
2 of the top 5 have not won a race this
Chase
season.
down Denny Hamlin out there in front of him for 4th.
Ty Gibbs up to 6th.
Of Bubba Wallace. It's going to put him on the outside of the next corner, so he thinks better and jumps to the inside here, trying in the braking zone.
Hamlin trying to get by his driver and get there. And SVG just caught up a lot heading into turn 2. Now they head down Deuceable Lakeshore Drive. SVG's got a big load of speed. He goes. Try to move the inside or outside. No, but Hamlin will get by Bubba. Almost pinches him into the wall.
There looked like as Hamlin cuts down in front of Bubba Wallace.
This is going to be a classic part where SVG will outbrake.
There's the radar. We got a little weather moving in. I just
He's holding in the middle. He's going to outbrake Bubba Wallace heading into turn 6. Gets the 4th.
23, all clear. 23 clear. 88 makes short work of Bubba Wallace.
Ty Gibbs trying to do the same.
Just inside of 4 seconds behind the race leader is Shane Van Gisbergen.
Ty Gibbs
got him.
as well right here.
Dinger got by Bowman. Bowman has fallen back to 9th place.
Touch of SVG.
I remind you again what he did in Mexico City. He was the one that was right there for a good portion of that race.
And Bubba Wallace is just under attack right here.
And their plan was to try to stay out and run the rest of this race 25 more laps. He's got to be miserable thinking about how much further he has to go on a car that's not working, under pressure from everybody behind him.
Reddick running second right now, Marty.
With SVG looming, this top three, Adam has to save fuel. But what does Billy Scott
Oh my God, they have
Reddick
to
to do?
save
Listen
fuel.
in.
Let me know when you want me to start saving. Yeah, 10 more. Let's push for a few more, see if we can do anything with him or get away from the 88, and then we'll work on saving.
Do anything with him means Chase Briscoe, his corporate teammate, right in front of him. If you can get around him, go ahead and do it. But Steve, he told him a second ago, if you cannot, let's start saving fuel. Billy told me a moment ago, Steve, they are 3 laps short. They're no doubt they're going to need a caution if they're going to make it to the end of the race.
I mean, I don't think saving under green is the plan. I mean, I think you kind of then you have no track position and no fuel. I think you just run really hard and hope you get the yellows. And if you don't, you know, how about this? If you don't have enough yellows, the field's going to be so stretched out, you probably could put gas in the car and still rejoin like 10th or 11th. You know, I know it sounds crazy, Alan or Adam, but I think that's the better plan.
This ain't
Saving here and just let
ESPN
the new
or
tires run you down.
the old
You said
NBC.
Alan, and it's because Alan's got a.
I just knew. I knew Alan had something. Alan, I was coming to you anyway. I was just talking to Adam.
Man, I'm here for you guys. Looking at 19 and Chase Briscoe. He's got all the clean air you want as the leader, but his crew chief, James Small, putting on something more of a poker face. Wouldn't tell me exactly what he's thinking, but they're going to run this out, but says a caution would really help us. So that fuel number, that fuel load, that's going to be really close for the 19 of Chase Briscoe.
For me, this is deja vu of Pocono.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's no way Chase can make it. Well, maybe he can make it. And as the laps wound down, he just kept
SVG
doing
to
what he had
third.
to do.
I mean,
Long way to go here.
And at that point,
That's the thing about Briscoe being in contention and it being a strategy race is we get team radio. We get James Small.
Yeah,
Always
right, I love it.
Seidel on the pit
Seidel right
road.
here with a 10 on the pit road, a flat right front tire. Looks like he's gotten into the wall with that car as well.
2 more times, let's go.
And come on, that froze too. Come on.
Track, and look, trying to get back down into the racing line there.
Bell problems?
All kinds of debris on the tires now. The 20th trying to clean them tires up.
Okay, Bell hit the wall.
Riding on board with Reddick. We do now our progressive race recap. 24 laps, going to be 23 laps to go in this race. Michael McDowell started on the front row, grabbed the lead early, led every lap, won stage 1. Stage 2, Ryan Blaney, a little strategy, gets his 4th stage win of the year.
Shane Van Gisbergen in 3rd, trying to run these two down, only a 10th quicker that lap.
Top 5 with 23 to go. Briscoe, Reddick, Van Gisbergen, Hamlin, and Gibbs. You're watching NASCAR on TNT from Chicago.
Commercial break, of course. See a thing for an ad for gelato on my TV. Like, oh man, I'm hungry. Ty Gibbs up to 4th. But Allmendinger up to 6th.
.21 laps to go in Chicago for the NASCAR Cup Series. Chase Briscoe leading this thing, and now we do ones to watch. Presented by Credit One Bank. Dale, you're up first.
SVG trying to become only the second driver in history to sweep both the Xfinity and the Cup race from the pole. Kyle Busch did that in Indy in 2016. He's closing in on the front two.
I like the car right behind SVG. The 22-year-old from Charlotte, North Carolina, making his 106th start. Is today the day for Ty Gibbs? So much pace at the road courses. He ran 3rd here a year ago. He has won road course races in the Xfinity level. He's currently 4th. He's on the same tires. He was the heads-up matchup for SVG in Mexico. Will he have a chance to show it here today?
You take the guy behind SVG. I'm going the driver right in front of him. That would be Tyler Reddick, 2nd in this race a year ago. 8 career wins, 3 of those coming on the road. Reddick has just been so good at this style of racing. Winless this year. And here's the big exclamation point on it for me. Got the Jordan Brand on the car this weekend. This is Michael Jordan's town. I'm going with Tyler Reddick.
Jordan Brand on the car. I think he's got Jordan Brands on the feet. That's a busy feet over there. You see just how smooth these guys are with that throttle pedal and the brake pedal.
A little pump of the brake pedal just to build the fluid up and get the pedal solid for the braking zone.
Here's Alan Cavana.
And the 48 of Alex Bowman is in. There was talk about doing it at the stage break, but they didn't
Damn.
want to because they didn't want
They
to
got
be
you're
so
you're
far
banking
back
on a
amongst
caution
everybody. They'd
then.
rather do it now, Alex Bowman said, putting on the 4 tires, mostly struggling in the braking zones. But one issue he's having, his cool suit, not doing very well. They're having to shut off.
Now Bowman's cool suit is failing.
To help the brake fans, some sort of power issue on the 48 right now.
Bowman makes the pit stop, and that takes me to Bubba Wallace, head-to-head in-season challenge. Bubba up there in the 7th position, going to try and advance as we go on board SVG, and now he's right there behind Reddick for 2nd.
I think this is where we talk so much about the pace of SVG. Maybe sometimes gets overlooked. Just the amount of racing experience, how many laps he has at courses like this, that with 20 to go, I think you're going to find a driver that he knows how to push it when he needs to, but he can be relatively methodical here and time these passes in the right spot.
What about it, Marty?
Yeah, Adam, great point that Steve just made, and Junior touched on it a little bit earlier. You know, when I spent some time with SVG after qualifying yesterday, he said this place is tougher than it's ever been. In fact, after his first lap in practice, he told me, I needed to take a breath. I told the team, that was a lot. I've got to kind of collect myself after that first lap in practice. And then he said, Junior, I brushed the wall 2 or 3 times in my qualifying lap, but that's what you have to do to extract time out of the car here at Chicago. But he told me, I won't do that same thing until late in the race. So when does SVG show us all the cards? Is it too early with 19 to go?
I think he's actually pushing to the limit right here.
See, he's on the back. Again, he's on the back bumper. 4th. His next driver's only 5 seconds. 5 seconds back. Here comes SVG to the inside of Reddick.
He's got a little bit of a tire advantage. He's overall just better.
No, he's got to get Briscoe.
These guys just more talented at doing what he needs to do to get around the street course faster. So maybe he's got a little in the tank just to be mistake-free. but he's absolutely starting to put the pressure on and drive this car to the limit. Coming to 18 laps to go. And I'm sure he understands fully what strategy he's on and what strategy these other drivers are on, and the disadvantage they have to him in the tires. He's got to be loving that opportunity to know that he's got 12 lap better tires than the guys he's around.
Confidence never a problem,
man.
But the confidence on top of the advantage, and now, you know, he's just in a real good position to go out and get it done.
Just making it too easy.
Yeah, 3/4 of a second faster on that last lap with a pass.
The other thing, too, that we talked about at Mexico City is the way he uses the clutch. A lot of drivers don't heel and toe. He does use the clutch. He will claim that it's not an advantage to making him go faster. But what I believe that it does do is it saves the rear tire over the course of the long run. He can use, see that little bit of a lockup right there on the left front for the 19 car? Well, when SVG starts to feel like he may be sliding the rear tires, he will dampen that with the clutch. He will even release the clutch mid-corner to pitch and turn the car. He uses the clutch as a tool the same way you use the gas and the throttle. And over the course of the long run, he has a little bit better rear tire life. And his
18 to go, about a quarter of the race left.
Rear grip is everything on a road course.
Oh,
SVG
that's Ty Dillon
has
again.
more of it than anyone on old tires.
All right,
Because
coming
of
down
the
the
way
front
he
stretch.
drives the car.
Most of his passes, well, I'm trying to think, most of his passes have been made in 6. Well, at 6 has been his best turn by far.
With that information, you wonder if SVG is comfortable riding here. I don't think he is. I think he's going to jump right out of line. It's either here in turn 2 or turn 4.
Trying to make an outside move, we're going to cross over. Briscoe went out a little bit to block, but I think I might expose him.
SVG has his way. Very close.
Patient, yeah, very patient. Smartly sort of waits for this opportunity, and he'll close the gap right here. See if he can't create a run. Out of turn 5, not able to do it.
He loves that little pass 6 to 7. He's like the only one that kind of does it. Drivers right into 7.
He's been so good at it. You think they'd practice trying to do it.
Downhill braking zone, very much possible. You know, the only place that our drivers have been able to match SVG is pretty much in turns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where there's straightaway corner, right? You go through a corner, you go into a straightaway, you reset, and you do that. This is where SVG beats everyone, and it's where corners are tied together, and there's a lot of switchback, change direction. That's where he's really good at putting together time. And
Most tracks,
getting through
I think,
turn
is
from,
primarily
turn 7 to turn 10.
is straightaway turn, or everything has a kind of a
Turn
flow.
12, he's right there. Coming back to the start-finish line, 16 to go.
16 to go.
Some of the patience might be the fuel load you see on the left side. Briscoe, Reddick just much lower on fuel load. So maybe SVG is like, there's no reason to make a mistake. I feel this guy has to do something. So if I have the opportunity, I will.
Trying to go to that outside again.
Right here. He also has a 6-second advantage over the guy next in line on fuel. That being
Oh, there goes SVG to the inside.
Side by side for the lead.
Down, Deuce of a Lakeshore Drive. They're side by side through 3. They'll enter 4. Single file as SVG takes the lead.
Turn 5, and there he goes.
That was spotter B with a clear for the lead, the 88.
Felt good, didn't it? Yeah. Hold that one. He couldn't wait.
My man, back out front. Shane Van Gisbergen
Caution.
to the field again in Chicago.
Caution.
And just like that, caution comes out.
What happened? Medical emergency. What? Why? Unless they had to clear... That... What the hell? I've never heard of that one before. I have never heard of a caution for a... Oh, ambulance needs to get across the track. That's a first for me. I mean, to be fair, the way the track is designed, you block off a lot of public roads. Damn. And there's an amp. I heard there's a massive wreck on at the Nürburgring. Oh my God! Oh my God, I'm hearing cardiac arrest.
This relief lap sponsored by National Debt Relief.
I mean, you can't screw around with that.
Puts him back on the lead lap, so that means we'll have 28 cars on the lead lap under caution in the event here in Chicago.
What?
TNT presented by
That's a lot of fog, but it's not near the track.
A
little bit of weather.
Yeah, weather
kind of
changing.
moving in. Yeah.
By the way, we got the caution. We said that going to break, and want to let everyone know what's going on here. There was an issue with one of the fans in the infield, and so they needed to get an ambulance to that area of the racetrack, and therefore, being on a street course, different ways to move vehicles around, but you had to get the medical attention there, and so NASCAR forced to throw a caution in this situation. And now you start thinking about strategy, and with the yellow out right now, how do you handle that?
Yeah, I think SVG, he understands. He's in a great position. But we have so many of these great matchups. Busher, Zane Smith, they're nose to tail, 20th and 21st. Do you come get some tires? Is tires the pathway? John Hunter Nemechek in 9th. Chase Elliott all the way back at 24th. Like, these could be the decisions that move you through the bracket. So all right, Crew Chief 17, Busher's your guy. What are you doing? You want to race a Pocono? What are you doing wrong?
I think if you're Austin Hill or anybody back there around 15th to 17th, you would try to come to pit road, and you're going to drag a ton of people with you. You might lose a couple spots, but it puts you on the offense late in this race. There's liable to be multiple yellows and multiple restarts where you need to be aggressive, and having that tire life and that ability to be aggressive on those tires on restarts may give you a chance to drive that car up into the top 10 late in this race.
Decision time. I'm assuming the 88's going to stay out, but who doesn't?
Oh, the 45's coming. Wow.
Reddick pitting. All right.
Fuel 45. Blaney. Lap down behind him. Trying to see who else in the lead lap pits. Nemechek comes to pit road. Bush. So a few takers, Marty.
All right.
Steve, how about this play for Billy Scott and Tyler Reddick? Yes, this caution would have gotten them in terms of fuel what they needed to make it to the end of the race. But just what Junior said, he wanted to put his driver on offense. Tyler Reddick told Billy Scott, hey, I think I can keep up with them. If we have better tires than them, I feel good about it. Now, the question is, where is the 45 going to restart? Because it looks like a lonely pit road for this team. They're coming down and taking tires here for Tyler Reddick.
They didn't really draw a lot of cars down pit road behind them. Stenhouse, Herbst, Ware, Busher, Bell, even Bowman stays out on the racetrack. So he's going to line up just outside the top 15.
Going to get a restart, 12 laps to go. Tough situation for him.
Yeah, we got the weather moving in. It's kind of, it looks like it still might not get here. If we have, if we have a couple more cautions, we might get rather on a very tail end of the race. But
and electricity is my concern because we have wet weather equipment. So a rain shower, I think we might be able to see some more racing, but electricity or lightning that could be an issue. Yeah.
Ty Gibbs stays out here. He's third on the same strategy as race leader Shane Van Gisbergen.
Best we can tell, there's no weather coming, but certainly there is some lightning that is getting closer. And we have like some fog rolling in, and so who really knows?
Alan?
I'm with James Small, crew chief for Chase Briscoe. They had the option of coming in. You chose not to. What went behind that decision?
We're really close on making it on fuel here with this caution. And then you look over the buildings there, the weather's kind of rolling in rapidly and it's cooled down a lot. So, I feel like there was going to be a lot of cars that stayed out there. And, we would have been buried. So we'll just have to see how it goes here. Hopefully we get some rain at the end and puts us on an equal playing field again.
All right, he's absolutely right. You can see it over to his left and feel the temperature dropping. James Small making the call not to pit.
He and Reddick both on the same strategy. Reddick comes in, pits. Chase Briscoe stays out. Reminder, we're going next weekend racing in Sonoma. Xfinity Series taking care of business Saturday. Coverage on the CW
they switched pace cars?
4 o'clock Eastern time.
One thing, Buscher stayed out, sitting 15th. He's kind of the last car on old tires, right? And Zane Smith's in 24th right now with new tires. That's a bracket battle that could be the difference in one of those drivers winning $1 million in a couple weeks.
It's a bracket battle that some are very interested in.
Yes, me. I mean, most of the other brackets kind of played out.
I got the John Hunter Elliott one is still got a lot of battle to figure out as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I liked how McDowell earlier in the race was going late in the zone. I thought it really helped him from the inside. We'll see if SVG makes that adjustment. He didn't do that at the start. I thought it was a mistake. He lost the lead.
Going to be 13 to go as we return to the green flag. Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Briscoe front row.
Here we go again. Green, green, green. Ooh. Not a good start for Briscoe. Gibbs will get the second.
The power down and accelerate out of turn 12.
Ty Gibbs, same tires. Same for AJ Allmendinger. Getting aggressive on the restart.
Wow, there goes Ross. Oh, he's still green.
Tire straightens up. What a move by the one. The 2 car has a broken toe link. He's going to have some trouble. More contact.
Whoa.
2's going around. That's going to clog up this.
Logano. No, it's Cindric. No, Logano and Stenhouse.
And I think about all the bracket battles going on right now and the exchange.
There's Cindric crawling by.
In this situation.
That thing. Good God, that's destroyed.
He was going to advance over Jones, who was a lap down, and I think Stenhouse is going to have some problems.
Restart not been good to Briscoe. Started on the front row, dropping back. Hamlin got by, and now he's under attack by Bubba Wallace. Ryan Preece in line as well, and Kyle Larson back up there in the game.
And the 47 still hasn't moved from turn 2.
I mean, that wheel was basically out of its socket. I don't know why we would expect them to move.
Yeah, the right front's broken.
Yeah, that thing is broken.
The car's just not going to move. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
He's got it sliding. Going backwards is frowned upon, and he knows it. Right? You would love to be able to turn off. Great job. Good job.
Oh, good job.
Let this thing continue to run.
He drove it into an. Yeah, like he knows the car is going to be done. He drives into a runoff.
I was just going to say, Ty Gibbs is not letting the 88 get away. He's going to keep him honest. We got replays, and we got a lot.
Yeah, this is turn 1. The 2 just loses it under braking and plows and bowls into the field, takes the 1 out. And then
I
down
don't know
into
if that was
turn
necessarily
2.
On Larson, because
We'll
it
take a
looked
look
like
here at the 20.
that was
Riding on board
the way that it
right here.
spun was to the inside.
Yep, he's got the rears
Oh
locked up.
God!
He gets slowed down.
Wait, Stenhouse hit it twice.
Plowing into the field there.
8 tires corner better than 4. Well, that was, I don't know, 4. It looks like about 24. Yep, 24 tires.
That's pretty good math.
Yeah.
And then down in turn 2.
Oh, we do have caution.
The 22 gets spun around as well, and back up front, the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen is trying to draw away from the 54 of Gibbs. Both on equal tires.
But
Came in
why?
lap 42.
Oh,
Here's
yeah,
the two
Cindric's
car.
not moving.
Stopped on
That
the
was
racetrack. That's
so
gonna
he
bring out the
wrecked.
yellow.
Oh, that's at turn after 6. I think.
Crew Chief Earnhardt, you don't want to hear this. 17 didn't hear you, and Zane Smith has passed him on the racetrack in that bracket matchup.
Dale's disgusted.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Damn. Clockwork's reporting occasional raindrops on pit road. Oh boy.
Is happening right.
WeatherTech getting their worth.
Is there any debate when it comes to our top dog presented by Chewy? I mean, this guy is just incredible at this racetrack, Shane Van Gisbergen. Today, the fifth start he's made here in NASCAR's top 2 series, Cup and Xfinity. If he goes on to win, he'd be 4 for 5. And the only time he didn't win was last year when he was in control of the race and he felt like he had the car and got involved in an accident. Just really special when it comes to racing on the streets of Chicago.
Cautions kind of draw things out a little bit as the weather continues to move in. There's a ton of fog on the backside of this camera shot right here.
It is crazy.
Only about a mile away from the racetrack. And coming through those buildings right there. And that's a concern, I think, more so than lightning or potential rain. Danielle, what you got on the one car?
Yeah, Dale, Ross Chastain was just a part of that previous wreck there that brought out the caution. He was punted, entered the tire stacks, but it straightened him back out. He said not a lot of damage, car feels good. Stevie, they were 2 to 4 laps short on fuel before this caution. This might put them right
How did Larson get this high? How did Ross get this high? Or Bowman? He's 10th. Wait, Cody Ware is P11? What? All right. It's another. They got the Ford pace car. All right. Anyway, we're going green next time by, so 9 to go. Alrighty. I'm on the max feed again, so it should be working properly for me now. Bowman is on the newest tires. SVG with a trying to go really quickly. Here we go. We're green again. Damn. Allmendinger trying to get to third. Can you get around Hamlin? Allmendinger got to third. He's clear. Oh. 9 to go. Look at them. The fog. You can't see the buildings. Well, the top half of the buildings, I should say. Oh, looks like a 3 wide here. Whoa! Reddick trying to get by Chastain there. Made that work. Oh, 2 wide through Congress Plaza to the plaza. Nemechek trying to get there. Oh. Brees and Briscoe. Oh, flat tire. Oh, Briscoe is the turn. Bubba gets in position. Bowman gonna get by Larson and Briscoe. He's up to 7th. And also coming up, we might have a late breaking. Oh. What am I trying to say? Bowman is catching up to Bubba Wallace. That will be for advancing in the bracket. 8 laps to go. Oh. I don't know if either of them will get to the front.
I don't know where they to go, if they can get all the way to SVG, but if we have another restart and they can line up a couple rows closer.
Oh, trying to dive to the inside. Can Bowman get him? Side by side. Here comes Bowman to the end. Oh, Bubba re-clears him. Denny Hamlin got back around Allmendinger. Reddick gets by Bowman. They're nowhere near the... Reddick does almost send it into turn 4. The most dangerous passing spot. 2011 teammates side by side. Who's going to outbreak? Yep. He'll have the line heading into 7. Reddick gets the spot. Bowman's going to follow Reddick. Oh! Can he get away both of them? Oh, no. Too wide through the turns. Oh! That's something you're not really supposed to do. It's a tough turn to go too wide in. Bowman stays ahead of Bowman. Bowman will have the line. They go through 11. Bowman is ahead. Oh! Oh! Bubba gives Bowman a bump! Oh! 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 Holy crap! And here comes Larson and Chastain and Kyle Busch. Oh my God! Bracket! Oh my God! Ah! Ah! Bowman, is he clear? No! Bubba's gonna get back ahead! Ah, no! I think he spun him. Oh, no! Oh, and Kyle Busch got by that. Oh. I saw that spin happening. I'm like, no. Damn. Damn, Bell and Larson leaning on. Wait, how did Bell get back to wherever they're running? Leaderboard. Damn. Like, why are we going too wide in the curves? Oh, God. They're buzzing off each other. Austin Hill giving Bell a push. Like, what's he doing here? A 12th for Austin Hill. Oh, Bowman has been called to the hauler. Oh, damn. Oh, who got turned around? Bell around. He's barely getting him going again, right? He's just waiting for the other cars to get through. Good God. Now, they're fighting like rabid monkeys. Behind Larson, I see Blaney and Zane Smith. Yo, Chase Elliott, I thought was not gonna. Chase Elliott might advance. They're bumpered him. Three to go. Oh, it is 4 to go. 4.5 seconds. I don't think that's enough time. Wait, what? Well, the problem is he's going to have traffic to deal with. Coming to 3 to go. Last lap. Last lap was 9/10. Come on, Hamlin, just let him go. Thank you. Reddick was not been able to gain this lap. Busch got by Allmendinger for P5. I mean, look, his 2 point. Now I'm gonna look at the screen, at the computer.
Talk about the ability to sweep a weekend and do it from the pole. Shane Van Gisbergen has just been
54 has got to get out of the way. He didn't.
Yesterday and today, they've had some things that didn't necessarily go their way. Strategy maybe put them a little bit behind because of how everyone else played it. But he always finds a way. Tremendous balance, patience, and aggression.
I just don't think, to your point, Steve, he needed to pass this 54 sooner. Now he's going to probably have to follow the 54 all the way around through this series of corners to turn maybe 11 or 12. Can't really present an opportunity to pass through these corners. That's right. He needed this to be clear track to try to make some ground on the 88 for sure. So now the question is who's going to finish second. I still think the 45 is the car with the better tires. I think they'll get Gibbs.
Oh, where into the? White flag. I guess they were saying they can let him go. Oh, come on. That's it. Race is over. So Shane Van Gisbergen, 2 road courses in a row in 2025. It'll be his 3rd career victory, his 2nd at Chicago, and he'll sweep the poles and the wins on the weekend.
Over the railroad tracks down to Michigan Avenue. The right-hander at turn 7.
Anyway, Shane Van Gisbergen wins. Ty Gibbs 2nd. Tyler Reddick 3rd. Denny Hamlin 4th. Kyle Busch 5th. AJ Allmendinger 6th. 7th is Ryan Preece. 8th is Alex Bowman. 9th, Austin Hill. 10th is Ross Chastain.
Turn 11, down the hill to turn 12. And the right-hander to come back to victory. Maybe just go ahead and give him a key to the city. Because Shane Van Gisbergen does own the streets of Chicago.
And you got the crowd roaring. Well, you can see them.
Later this year in the postseason. Gibbs, Reddick, Hamlin, Kyle Busch complete the top 5. Allmendinger had a good day with 6th. Ryan Preece delivers again. Those 36 points ends up 7th. It's only 3 points below the cut line as we head to Sonoma. 8's are wild. Driver 88 does it. Shane Van Gisbergen in Chicago.
I guess they'll cut to the victory lane celebration. All right, that will do it for this week's coverage of NASCAR. Next weekend, what do we have for races? NASCAR and ARCA West at Sonoma. Supercars at Townsville. IMSA at Most Sport. Formula E at Berlin. Let's see. IndyCar at Iowa. Modifieds at Lancaster. Canada Series at Edmonton. MotoGP at the Sachsenring. All right. Oh, and World Endurance Championship at Sao Paulo. Thanks everyone who showed up today. Hope you enjoyed the race. See you next time. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.